So you've probably played around with an AI like ChatGPT, right? Asked it a question, maybe got it to write a poem, but what's the next step? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. AI agents. We're talking about going from a brain that just thinks to a system that actually, acts. So let this question really sink in for a second. We're so used to AI as this chat buddy, right? A tool that just responds to us. But what happens when you unleash it? When you give that amazing intelligence the power to actually interact with the world and get things done all on its own? That's the huge leap we're exploring here. All right, first things first. Before we can really wrap our heads around what an AI agent is, we gotta look under the hood. We need to understand its core, its engine, its brain. And that brain is the large language model, or what you'll hear called an LLM. So, what exactly is an LLM? Well, think of it as this super powerful system that's been trained on just a mind boggling amount of text. On the surface, its job seems simple. You give it some text, it gives you some text back. But the real magic, the part that's so incredible, is how it understands and reasons and generates that text. And these things are insanely versatile. I mean, they're like the ultimate Swiss Army knife for information. You can throw your most complicated questions at them, get them to write actual working code, or even take a super long document and just, poof, summarize it into a few bullet points. They can even walk you through their own problem solving, step by step. It's pretty wild. But here's the catch, and this is super important. For all its brain power, a normal LLM is kind of like a brain in a jar. Seriously, it's incredibly smart, but it's totally passive. It can't just wake up in the morning and decide, hey, I'm going to do something today. No way. It can't browse a website or book you a table for dinner. It's completely reactive. It just sits there waiting for you to ask it something. Only then does it do its thing. So the big question is, how do we get that amazing brain out of the jar and let it actually interact with the world? Well, that, my friends, is exactly where the AI agent comes into play. Right. So an AI agent is, well, it's the whole shebang. It takes that LLM brain we talked about and builds a whole system around it, giving it a real purpose. See, you don't just ask an agent a question, you give it a goal. And then the agent can go off and on its own create a plan, use tools, and check its work to get that goal accomplished. And this is how it all works. It's not just a single response. It's this active, continuous loop. First, it observes. It takes a look at the situation, what you asked for. Then the LLM brain kicks in to reason about the best next step. After that, it acts. This is where it uses a tool, like searching a website or a database. And finally, it evaluates the result. Did that work? Okay, what's next? And it just keeps repeating this cycle over and over until the job is done. Okay, to make this whole thing really click, let's use a super simple analogy. I think this really nails the difference between the two. Think of a regular LLM, like a really, really smart advisor. You go to them, ask for a plan, and they'll give you a fantastic one. But you still have to execute it. Now, the AI agent, that's your personal assistant. You just give it the high-level goal, get this done, and it takes over. It figures out the how, uses its own tools, and keeps chugging along until the task is complete. See the difference? One gives you the recipe, the other bakes the cake. All right, enough with the theory. Let's make this real. How does this whole advisor versus assistant thing actually look with a task we all understand? Okay, let's say you need to book a flight. You ask your LLM advisor, find me the cheapest flight to Paris. It'll give you great advice, right? It'll say, oh, you should check out these websites, maybe fly on a Tuesday. Super helpful, but you still have to go do all the clicking and comparing. You do the work. Now, you give that same goal to your AI agent assistant. What does it do? It understands the goal, it goes out and uses its tools, like flight searching APIs, to pull real-time data, it compares all the prices, and it comes back to you with the single best, cheapest option. It doesn't just tell you how to do it, it actually does it for you. Okay, let's wrap this up. What's the bottom line? What's the one key difference you need to remember? This little breakdown here says it all, really. The LLM's job? Language and reasoning. The agent's job? Getting goals completed. And the big dividers are right there. Autonomy? The agent's got it. Using tools? Yep, that's the agent. And that smart decision-making loop we talked about? You guessed it, that's the agent too. The LLM on its own just doesn't have those pieces. Look, if you forget everything else, just remember this one sentence. It's the whole story. LLMs generate intelligence. AI agents turn that intelligence into action. That's it. It's the difference between having a brilliant idea and actually going out and making that idea a reality. And, this is just scratching the surface. Today, we're talking about booking a flight. But tomorrow, it could be managing a huge, complex project for you, or optimizing an entire supply chain, or even helping with scientific research. And that leaves us with a really big question, right? As these agents get smarter and more capable, what are the really complex, really important tasks we're going to be comfortable handing over to them? That's something we're all about to find out, and probably a lot sooner than we think.